Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try a game on Emperor again. So the only one that I've won on Emperor is Wine and Kopek, which was
Play Surya Varman,
it was pretty
if I can.
fun, but I don't want to play Surya Varman specifically because I played him not that long ago
I want to play. I want you to play early game leader, not finance something not financial.
okay, so then someone expansive or creative, basically.
Who's spiritual expansive? Isabella, but her texts suck.
Yeah, her text is her everything else about her is awesome. Catherine, I feel like is like the ultimate corruption
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, I don't even enjoy Catherine.
trap. You could, I mean, I could
Oh
try Peter
shit.
maybe.
We should play Mehmed.
Man,
Yeah, Mehmed.
I played him recently too. I've been trying to do like
Ismark.
horse archers with
Is
models, like do like Kublai Khan Keshiks, but
I mean, I mean, no offense. I was gonna suggest that we just try and focus on like the fundamentals.
oh, okay.
Like,
I could also
if
try,
do
I could try
Bis
Gandhi earlier.
Bismarck. What about Bismarck?
Okay, so
He gives us
here's what
he
I'm gonna
gives
do.
us
Here's what I'm
options.
gonna do. Okay, we're gonna go to. Okay, these are the leaders that I. Oh, I guess this is to name the leader. But these are the leaders I've played recently. So that would be Ragnar, Mehmet, Bismarck, Chen, Shifong, Surya
Charismatic expanse.
Washington.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I
He's got
usually
decent
so
text.
I've been trying lakes because I feel like it gives me more like ability to access the other civs. But if you have a different map that you suggest,
No, Lake's chill.
okay.
Lake's-
Usually I play Fractal, but I'm kind of trying to do lakes. I've been setting it to small maps also, but I don't know if that matters at all. Six feels more organic to me than having multiple players.
Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, I would do Pangea. Like Pangea is probably. Don't set the map size to small. I do standard. Do standard and do Pangea because the small, when you change the map size, it messes with the tech costs. By the way, I don't know if you know this. Yeah, and it kind of like. If you want to go party, yeah, they can. I'm gonna go party.
So the seals are actually pretty cool, but if we get to at the point where we have them, I think we probably are okay. I'm gonna
Yeah,
assume that
no,
based on none of the
don't worry.
uniques matter. We just have superfood starting techs, and we have some good, well, decent, we'll say, traits.
Yeah, you want one of three things. You want mining, wheel, or agriculture in your starting techs usually.
Yeah. Okay, so we have what looks like wet corn. No, I think that's actually technically
Can you
dry.
stream it or not? Is it not working?
It's streamed, yeah, to my YouTube channel.
Oh, to your YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Let me go to it. I was on Discord waiting for it to pop up, and I'm like,
Yeah, okay, so that's actually technically dry corn. That's really annoying. I'm probably gonna reload this one because this there's a lot of forests.
no. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, this is play.
What?
All right. I mean, I think it's playable.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
You can reload it because you're playing
Look at
expansive.
the tundra out there. It's gonna get nasty. Just out of curiosity, what was down this way? Before I reload it, I'm actually kind of curious. What's the map look like? Oh, this is an interesting little area. We had marble. Maybe like a great library game or something. But it's kind of up in a corner. It's sort of an interesting little like isthmus here. Do you like serfdom and like jungle starts? By the way, I know there's no such thing as like a jungle start, but like I could see serfdom in like
serfdom comes in unmodded. It comes at feudalism, which is like so giga late that like it doesn't.
Funny that you call feudalism giga late. I think of that as like the mid game.
Oh, for expansion, yeah. Like your borders are set
for
by
the
that
workers,
time.
yeah. Like because by that point you've got all your improvements, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean that was the problem with fascism in Civ 3 is that like one of the big advantages is that like you could like whip your workers and make them work faster, and it's like okay, well, by the time I have fascism, why do I need my workers to be better? Like, it doesn't make any sense. This looks pretty good, actually. And the corn's dry, but there's a lot of food. We have production here. We're starting on a hill. We start with fishing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on this? I would just settle in
Yep,
place.
it's perfect. Perfect. Alright, settle in place. It's good. Start a... Yeah, I would settle in place.
Do a work boat just so the city can grow. Normally, I do worker first.
Oh, it's clam. So the reason you want to do worker first here is because one, you're expansive, so it'll happen in 3 turns faster.
Okay.
Pretty good. And 2, clam is 4 food. -2, it's a 2 yield. Like dry corn is 5 yield, -2 to work it is 3. It's like 50% better. Okay. So I would
if it were fish, would that change the?
Yes, that would change. Yes, if it was fish, it would change. But if it's not. So.
Okay, so like large scale strategy here. You know, I'm assuming we're not going to be rushing anybody.
We don't know enough to make that choice yet. Frankly.
Okay. You know, we have a high production start for the most part, I would say, with the hill start and then multiple hills we can work. Plus the cattle. I would probably go animal husbandry to scout for horses and be able to improve the cows, especially since we're building a worker.
Hang on, it takes 10 turns to make the worker? Oh, cool. Nice. So here's some little math. Go to animal husbandry. How much does that tech take?
13 turns.
13 turns. Okay. How much does mining take?
8 turns.
And go to if you go to the tech screen, how much is just a fucking thing. Sorry. The thing, bronze working.
Bronze working is 19 turns.
Oh my god, I forgot to trash again. I'm fucking sorry. I'm focusing on Civ. I just passed my reveal and did not trash.
I'm gonna start on animal husbandry, I think.
Alright. Yeah, start on animal husbandry because the farm completes so 1 turn to walk into the forest, 5 turns to farm, 1 turn to walk back into the forest. That's 7 turns, 17 turns, and you're ready to do the cow. So yeah, go animal husbandry. Oh my god, I've got 2 additional daggers in my deck that should not be here.
So for for the higher difficulty levels, what is what?
The other thing about your exploring pattern, go get the hut, grab the hut by the ivory there on the left. But beyond that, you're not settling jungle before ironwork. So you don't have to hang around.
Yeah, no, I probably would head out after that. Okay. Clam's out of reach, but who knows what's up here. Do you ever watch Sulla's AI Survivor series? It's pretty fun.
No, not really. I know of it. Right, I don't live under a rock, but it's not.
I am not happy with Gilgamesh. Ooh. Okay, there's Charlie. Also, that's a pain in the giant tuchus.
None of them are good techers. They are all pains in the butt, but none of them are really good techers, which is...
Yeah, I feel like he's a pretty decently efficient AI who also happens to be pretty aggressive. So we got our worker done. So is it settler or is it workboat?
It's a workboat. And switch to working the corn.
I guess we could also do warrior and just for like barb defense and stuff, but I don't feel like we need that right now.
Yeah, you're a fishing star with 2 clams. You do the workboat. This is one thing where you grow to size 4 and then you start making settlers.
So yeah, what is the way that charismatic is used at the high levels? Because I mean, sure, it helps you whip you get to whip more, and you get to
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Okay, so no horses that we know of. Do you think mining next, basically?
Yes. You go straight for bronze working.
So I guess if he's charismatic and expansive, that makes Washington the ultimate slave owner, huh?
Yes, he is actually a very strong slave owning.
I mean, besides Montezuma, which we probably shouldn't count.
Wait.
We got 2 tiles, we got improved cows, improved corn. Very Midwestern over here in Washington, D.C.
The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away.
So you said just straight beeline to bronze working, huh?
Yep.
So I mean, right now this worker can do basically nothing. We can farm this.
Basically, not. You can farm the stuff next to the. One of the weak points of like doing animal husbandry first is that you kind of got nothing to do, but it's all right.
That was going to happen if we built the. I guess you're saying if we had bronze working a little sooner, we could chop all the forests.
It's all right though. You have forests saved. This is actually a really good map for a great lighthouse. So we should think about that.
Okay, so we have a workboat already.
Another workboat.
You want to? Okay. I guess we're.
It's not even.
We're going tall.
Not optional.
Not
optional.
Having that is
shift.
What?
I was gonna say shift your tile assignment so that you are working the hammers.
So off the clams.
Well, go to the city. See if we can get things to line up on the same turn.
I mean, if we work a hammer tile, we get the workboat in 4 turns instead. But bronze working is slower. And Corvallis grows what? 2 turns slower also. So I don't really see the point. I'm guessing you're dooning right now.
Sorry, I did have to go dune. Yeah. So if you grows 2 turns slower and it makes it 2 turns. What's the speed?
So basically,
speed
if we
increase?
switch this off to this, which is our highest hammer tile, or tied with everything else for our higher hammer tiles, we get the workboat at 4 turns instead of 5. But Corvallis grows 1 turn slower, or sorry, it grows 2 turns slower, and bronze working is a little bit slower.
You tried the forest and hammer tile. Let me see if that the two food one, the 2-1.
That's
2-1.
Still 5 turns.
The 2 food 1 hammer.
Right, this one. I guess you're probably watching with some kind of delay.
I am watching with some kind of delay. Big delay actually. It turns out. Yeah. Now I see you playing with that tile. Yeah, just work the clams. Sorry, I was trying to be too clever. Yeah, work the good tile.
I was just gonna work the clams. Well, now we have seafood. Washington is gonna be healthy as fuck. We are playing George fucking Giga Chad today. We have a farm, but I think the farm is just worse than working the forested hills. It doesn't really do anything. I hate not having my warrior.
It is probably worse than working the forested hills right now. This is one of the things. It's kind of like low-key an awkward start. I mean, you'll be fine. But
It
it's
is
just
pretty
not,
awkward, yeah.
It's not inspiring. It's just not inspiring. You know what I mean?
Okay, we got workboat number 2. Pretty soon, our city's gonna be cranky that we don't have a defender. Should we build a settler and claim some stuff, or should we get a warrior? I mean, what do you
You should go. Got a warrior in 2 because you grow in 2 anyways, right? Like it's only 2 turns to get top 5, and then you can start on the settler. So warrior, then settler.
Should I have explored with that boat at all? Like up here and see what's around?
Nope. You. Yeah.
Do a Slavic squat for me, workers. Out of curiosity, we got 6 happy, so I forget when they fear for the protection, what the size of that is, but they're probably hitting up against their happy limit. So, you think settler now or another warrior?
You're at 6 to 5. I would go settler. Like the whole point of charismatic is that you can stay put at 5 population without a warrior. Yeah, definitely settler. Time. It's turn.
We have enough food.
Oh, you have the use.
I'm just taking this guy into the jungle to see where we want to settle to. Okay, there's marble down here, and then 2 calendar luxuries. There's some fish on the coast and a goodie hut that somehow hasn't been explored yet. If we lose this warrior too, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Oh, sweet.
It is entirely seemly for a young man killed in battle to lie mangled by the bronze spear.
I would probably just
In
anarchy
his
immediately
death,
here.
all things appear fair.
Yeah, so we have copper like right outside of
Reporting for duty.
right outside of our capital. I mean, I'm assuming you're not a big axe rush guy, but
No, it's not a thing. Yeah, just I would actually, yeah, well, it's kind of out of position. Settling, yes, settling the fish and marble is really good. Like eventually you get a
Hell
border
yeah.
pop.
Lift your shoulders.
Right now you want wheel.
well, I'm lucky to say that I have it. Okay, well, now we kind of have some options, right? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what to do here. I mean, if I were just doing this myself, I would probably figure out if I had a neighbor close by and if I did go axes. But apparently that just doesn't work.
Send you have a big fog under your capital.
Yeah.
That should be send a warrior to fix that.
But what are we researching though? I mean, I could go pottery for
Pottery, mysticism, sailing are all good.
Why mysticism? Just for like
Sailing.
Oracle?
You're gonna need border pops eventually, but pottery first because you're expansive.
Yeah,
And
true.
granaries are the shit.
Granaries. Sorry.
And you know the thing with the whipping and the granaries, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we have a settler. I could do another settler, or I could do another worker for the new settle, or I could do like a warrior for shits and giggles.
Let's see.
I mean, another worker does allow us to chop faster. It's pretty cheap.
Oh, bro, I swear to God, if Leto drew guild authorization, I'm going to shoot myself.
Okay, no.
I can't tell you how many times I've said something of that variation.
It's okay. We secure the alliance with a little bit of Trasherino.
God bless the freighter fleet. You are my strongest soldier.
If you can win that game while doing this, that's quite impressive. I'm gonna go worker until you tell me otherwise, because that's what I would probably do here.
Yeah. Oh, you want one more warrior? Well, actually, go to the chop. That chop finishes this turn, right?
Yeah.
So there's this secret in Civ where, yeah, the chop finishes. So get a worker, then a warrior. Walk that guy down. Try and settle. Actually, that green circle is not bad. I mean, it is, but it's on the river. It's gonna have access to the copper.
What do you mean the green
So
circle?
move your. Sorry. Chop with the worker. Move the settler down between the spices and the marble.
So, like, here? Or you mean this? I mean, we're expansive. We don't necessarily need river health. But there's a panther there, so... This is kind of juicy over here. Look at
Panther
this.
Panther won't enter your borders. Yeah, so move the settler down.
He's already here. I'm just gonna hit the Panther goes after...
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, change of plans. Change of plans. I just noticed the land.
This is so good, dude. Look at this.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. You need to claim that. And where the warrior is sitting right now would be a great spot.
Is that not going to kill us on maintenance?
Well, we all hope that it doesn't. Like, you know, sometimes don't walk it naked. So we don't know where the panther is.
Panther killed himself on the warrior.
Oh, okay, yeah, walk him down.
I can remove the warrior this
And,
way, but I'd
on-
rather heal.
Yep, that's the perfect spot. Just send him down. Send those settler down there. You need to get there before Gilgamesh does.
And if a barb eats it, we can do a little safe scum and
So
I'll
here,
pretend I
would
saw
you
him.
go start chopping more down, or would you go to the bronze? Or the copper, I mean.
Oh, go to the copper. Of course. Improve tiles. Always improve tiles when you can. A little thumb there.
Okay, we got a worker, so you said we need another warrior.
Yes, you're gonna want another warrior and then another settler.
Okay, sure. So this second worker, we can send him down to this city over here. Or we can just, like, keep him in Corvallis. I don't know what you want to do with that.
Probably send him down. I mean, you should eventually, you should be roading the tile. So when you walk into that forest under the city, road it.
Cool, okay. So, like, this,
actually,
this
on the
is a
hill.
little bit risky, right? Like, because I don't know what's in this corner here. I could take a longer path, like, through the jungle. Let's see here. This is 1 turn.
Just save scum. It's
City
like
in
you
4.
can
This gives the city in 3,
play.
but-
You can play perfectly, man, and then it'll be like, well, oh, so close, you know? And then, I don't need to say it, like,
So
it'll
you think we
be...
should go down this way?
Yeah. Just send it. And I'll look away if you save scum, I won't judge you.
Okay, we got another worker. We have 2 warriors, sorry. We have 2 warriors now. So you say settler after that, right?
Yeah.
This capital kind of rocks, actually. I mean, it's not going to have any commerce in the long run unless we get, like, Colossus. But, you know, we have copper. Like, it's not impossible. But I feel like we have to probably work the metal castle to get that. And we're not, like, it's not like we're industrious or anything. What to do with the second warrior?
I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, I'm just gonna
I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I need to take a shit.
Okay.
Yeah, settle that, and then, you know, get a worker down there who can start, like, improving.
Tech
And you wanna,
wise,
revolt to slavery. Your
did I not
everything
do
is
that
on the
already?
move. I don't know. I didn't notice if you did.
I think I didn't actually. I think because I was like, this is what I would do. I don't know what you would do. I mean, this is a good time to do it because the second city doesn't exist yet to lose production.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the idea behind the revolt. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Ew.
Nature herself has imprinted on the minds of all the idea of God.
Monument there more than we need the granary, probably. So I know Stonehenge is bad, but we're a charismatic leader, so it's kind of good, right? Like, getting a monument in every... monuments, obviously, with astronomy. Do you lose the happiness bonus, too, I wonder? This capital is so productive. We can get a granary in 2 turns. Yeah, okay. So basically, we sit at 5 population. Could do a second settler. We're losing 4 gold per turn right now. I'm gonna just do Stonehenge as a placeholder. It's actually only 8 turns. So like, shit, where do we put this guy? We can claim this, but this is mostly jungle. Probably settle in the middle for maintenance reasons. Something like, gosh, I don't know. This could share the corn. This is hypothetically a decent settle, but we're not creative. So if we get Stonehenge, it might be okay. We obviously want to take advantage of the fish sooner or later. We could settle. What is this on this jungle tile? I might prefer to get the sugar. Like, this is not even that good a tile once. Sugar has 1 food to the tile. So it's grassland tiles. This is a 3 food tile. It's a 4 food, 1 commerce tile. Once it's improved. You can settle here. Makes the borders overlap less. Not that that really matters. Like, who cares if this desert overlaps? Settle here. We get the fish in the initial ring. But again, if we're getting Stonehenge, it doesn't matter. Say like this and this. Look like maybe our city spots. Like something like this. I don't know. This guy's kind of awkward. I wouldn't do that. But if we do that, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna wait for Paul to get back to figure out what to do with this guy, because clearly I'm not that good at the early game. Workers, cheap granaries. I don't feel like these traits have any synergy besides just boosting your cities, helping with slavery. What does Eridu? Eridu basically has the cow and the corn, so it's a pretty good spot.
Ready for action.
I'm not allowed to go in there. More desert.
Awaiting your orders.
7%. Well, if he's just guarding the thing, let's see what's it down. There's horses. I feel like Gilgamesh is gonna box us in unless we settle this one. If we settle this one and then Gilgamesh settles here, we're gonna be like so squeezed. It's 11 turns at this rate, and 9. So it takes like 2 turns. This gets more like this gets the marble sooner. If we think we're gonna Oracle, this probably makes more sense. Americans are not the most exciting civilization. So this isn't our capital. And it's the same situation. I wonder what the "oh yeah" means. Is that just us being charismatic? If so, that's really funny. Should we have settled this like 1 tile south for the gold? I don't know. Kind of like how it's nestled in the mountains. That's kind of cool. There, Paul. I think that was a no. I mean, this is not a good city spot, right? Like, this is only good once the borders pop, and then it's only mostly just to claim the luxuries. Claim some free luxuries. I guess we have to consider also, we're gonna want calendar for this for sure. Writing and math, right? Like that. It's gonna take a long time. Mall of America is still the biggest mall in the world. I saw some really big malls in the Philippines. Definitely rivaled it. I've been to both. This is Civilization 4.
Hey, I'm back.
There you are.
Sorry, too busy styling on these fools with fourth position because
Well, there's a few things I did while you were gone. I'm interested in reading their Civilopedia entry on the United States in the second half of the 20th century. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Turbulent period of social change in the 60s, economic stagnation in the 70s. Since the 90s, they're the world's sole remaining superpower. Rather than facing conventional armies in the field of battle, America is now threatened by terrorist groups who make no distinction between military and civilian targets. The United States will have to work together with other nations to meet the threats of the modern world. Interesting. Very optimistic paragraph. Okay, so a couple things. I haven't started researching anything yet, but I went towards polytheism because I wanted Oracle, given that we have Marble in the area. Or the idea is like, well, I don't know what we should Oracle, but that's kind of what I was thinking. And yeah, go ahead.
I'll say this. First off, Oracle is one of the cheapest wonders in the game to build. Marble does not make much of a difference.
Okay.
Second off, you have so much coastline. The critical wonder for you to make is Great Lighthouse here. It's
Okay.
not even close.
Well, the other thing I was going to say is Stonehenge is really cheap. It's 8 turns, and we're charismatic leaders, so we get happiness off of it.
That's fair. I think that's a reasonable ploy to make. There's not actually like the land isn't that good to rapid expand into. So Stonehenge is a perfectly reasonable thing to do here.
Also, Roswell here doesn't have anything in its borders yet, so a monument is going to take 30 turns.
Yep. Get that worker down there. Start making a farm. Whip the granary.
Farm.
Your settler can
here.
move onto the jungle. Your settler can move onto the jungle tile immediately. So
The jungle tile. What do you mean?
the settler that just got built
This
in your
guy.
capital. He can move right down below the worker in one turn, settle there, and it automatically makes the road.
Here?
There's a bit of a lag, so I can't really quite do
Do you
here.
mean
But between the
marble and
spices and the marble.
like this?
Yep. Between the marble and the spices, that's where you want them.
Okay, I was also gonna say like I picked out 2 city locations, which are obviously not the ones you're suggesting here. They're marked on the map. You can see them. I was
They're good. The one on the left is useless until calendar, which is a long way away. The one on the right is good though. I like that one on the right.
okay.
And I think you should make between the marble and spices is really good because it can split the corn. It can share having cities that share important tiles between each other is pretty important.
So are we going down to the floodplains to improve? Is that what the goal is here? The desert floodplains, I mean. Like you said, farm. I would farm probably this tile right here.
Yeah, always improve the good tiles, which is the floodplains for sure.
Okay.
Doesn't matter
more
which.
Dangerous. There's an archer guarding this hut here. Also, I found horses, and I was gonna say there's a lot of calendar resources on this spice: sugar, incense, spices,
When you have this much calendar, you don't go for monarchy. That's the
like it's got a long way away though, and apparently it also needs sailing, which kind of sucks. So I mean, do you think polytheism, or do you think the priesthood is the way to go, or do you think we should skip Oracle entirely?
Let's see. I would skip the Oracle. Like, what do you want at Oracle? What's the important thing?
Well, I mean, it could get us potentially. Let's see here. If we do this,
It gets you metal casting, but you're not industrious, right? So,
I was gonna say like I'll probably Oracle. I try to get writing first, Oracle alphabet. It's usually what I do if I can't get to metal casting. Or since we need calendar, maybe Oracle mathematics. But
oh my God, he's gonna win! What the fuck? No way!
Infuriating.
Sorry, I almost Bilbon just clutched the combat at the last minute, and I don't know how.
I thought I was gonna win my Coda Odax game today, and at the very last, like at the very end, I was like, "Oh shit, my dad's gonna win this 2-point combat," and he actually crushed because like he had a Spice Must Flow and a point from the Scarab track, so he was gonna beat me even if he didn't win the combat. I was sitting on like 10, 11 points, and I was like, "Well, you gotta pass me, basically." Okay, so in your opinion, then we're supposed to just research sailing here.
Yeah, I'd go sailing, masonry, make the Great Lighthouse.
Okay.
And sailing also lets you settle that stuff in the north. Okay. Oh my God, it's GG. Tessia wins. I thought I had this in the bag for sure. Oh, I had no combat juice. Is how it goes. I shouldn't have played Worm Riders. I played Worm Riders. Oh my God, we no way. No way. Oh, no way. They tied. Patrick, they tied each other in the combat.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was a 2-point combat. Either one would have won it. They tied.
Oh shoot, we don't have masonry. We can't build this quarry. Damn. Okay,
so
I guess
bad.
I'm gonna chop the hill then.
Yeah. You can farm the quarry in the meantime.
It's 5 turns.
Yeah. I mean, you're not. It's gonna be a better tile than the. It's fine. Like farm
Okay.
it. Trust me.
You know, one thing I was thinking also is I was under the impression that like you want to cottage the floodplains in general.
You want to cottage tiles. So farming over resources is good, because you can replace the farm later with the actual improvement. Cottages are an investment. Like, if you ever
I
have
know
to
for the
replace-
marble. I know for the marble that's obvious. But I mean, for this tile right here, like, shouldn't this guy be building a cottage?
Which tile? You mean the floodplain in Roswell?
Yeah.
So ideally, yes. You don't. I mean, a floodplain city is going to have a big food surplus. However, it's one population right now, so that farm is going to be a big difference over a cottage at low population. Like the thing to do is to put like 2 farms to start the city growing, start that snowball. Don't attack it.
Crap.
Don't just fortify.
Corvallis grew to size 6, and now it's unhappy and it's doing shit slower.
Well, you can put a settler into production and whip a settler for 3 population. That's one thing you can do.
Okay, interesting.
So,
Well, I mean,
put a
right now
settler.
we're losing 8 gold per turn. We're gonna have to lower our tech rate. Do we want another city? Like,
Yes, you do.
okay.
It'll recover. There's kind of like you kind of need to get a feel for these things. It's kind of like
We actually can't.
that
whip
city
the-
will be
it costs
off
5
because
population.
well, you can't whip right away, but like, if you select the settler and set everything to food, and then wait 2 turns to whip. Like, first of all, you need to put a turn into work, otherwise whips produce 20 hammers instead of 30. And then you'll be able to whip it for 3 population next turn, but you won't get very much overflow. So I'd recommend leaving it like this, for like 2 turns, because you get 30. That'll 15 plus 15. That'll be 30. You'll have 70. You'll get like 20 hammers of overflow into Stormhenge. So put 2 turns into the settler, whip it in 2 turns, and you'll get like 20 hammers of overflow. And you'll convert that
I will
food
say I love
into
Civ 4, but one of the things I don't love about Civ 4 is hammer overflow.
whipping shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's the core of it's kind of the core of the game though, of like the early micro. It's not as bad as like Civ 6's like monumentality meta, where if you get like a religion that with monumentality you can basically like faith purchase like settlers and builders like insanely cheaply. It's super weird. It's so weird, Civ 6. Which is a shame because I kind of liked what they were trying to
Oh
do.
shit,
but...
they got Stonehenge. Okay, that sucks because it's only 37 failed gold. It's terrible.
Yeah. That's kind of the risk of going after Stonehenge. AI likes it. I would still whip the settler, and then you can put it into a granary. Put the overflow into a granary, and then make a warrior, and maybe a monument if you need happy. And then start on the lighthouse, once that tech comes in. All right, what's the plan for this guy? That guy. No. You're making moves. So that worker that just finished the farm on the marble.
Yeah.
That needs to go chop out you need a monument in Louisville, like immediately.
Yeah, that's fair.
By the way, you can whip Roswell. You are expansive.
Ready for action.
Granaries cost
Oh
1
shit, I didn't
population.
revolt. I forgot to. Damn, that sucks. I forgot to do it when I first got slavery, and it's gonna hurt me all the way.
Just do it now. No time like the present.
Yeah. So, I mean, Roswell's about to grow. I could try to set up a trade route. I guess it's already got trade route, actually, because of the river. So, what are we just building, like, cottages now on the river tiles, or what?
I think so, yeah. I think that's the plan. Cottages on the river tiles. Starting at the floodplains, of course.
You can't direct the wind.
And yeah, once you get those
Yeah,
cottages,
that's what you're saying.
it'll like start growing in no time. Make sure it gets a monument too, because
So, you
it's
said
got-
overflowed into a granary. Now, what about the lighthouse? Because we need a lighthouse to build the Great Lighthouse, right?
Well, yeah, make the lighthouse next.
So, granary, then lighthouse, or lighthouse? Or immediately?
So let me put it like this: what is a lighthouse will give you right now? It'll give you 2 food at the cost of 60 hammers because it buffs water tiles and you're working 2 water tiles.
Yes.
A granary doubles all surplus food. How much surplus food are you running right now in that city? It's gonna be like 14 or something.
Sure,
So-
but like if we want to rush the wonder,
Granary-
we're gonna need the lighthouse.
Yeah, granary is gonna be 7 times. It's twice as cheap and 7 times better. So just get the granary. It's gonna be
Okay.
like literally like 14 times.
I wasn't really talking about what the buildings themselves do. I was just saying, like, if our goal is to quickly try to build the lighthouse, then we might need to have the lighthouse.
Yeah, but again, the fast way to build wonders is is like you can have good hammer production, or you can do whip overflow. Is important as well, and for that you need a granary. You're actually right though. Like you are onto something. I've done this mistake before, and like it's cost me even in multiplayer games. I want to build a granary. I want to build all these buildings, and someone else who like just hard beelines the wonder will win it by like 3 turns. You know.
So,
happened to me.
if we're expansive, should we be building a worker here, or monument actually is the right play?
Monument for sure.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm thinking.
Oh,
So, would you go like out this way now, or would you go?
Shit. The gold. I just realized the gold is out of your range. Get another settler. The settler, bring it down instead of bringing it to the sugar. Bring it down here, and settle it on the hut between the wood, the horse, and the gold.
Like
Yeah,
here?
you want that gold in your borders. The gold is not currently in your borders.
So I'd love to do that. There's an archer sitting there. I guess I need an axeman to even be able to access that, and it's gonna destroy
Nah,
my
Two
maintenance
warriors.
probably.
2 warriors should deal with it. Warriors should deal with it. Fine.
2 of them, you mean? Like both of them?
Yeah, just send. I mean, they're in the area, right?
This guy's all the way over here, but it takes him 7 turns to get there, but he can do it.
How fast can you build a warrior in Roswell?
I mean, I'm gonna lose the monument if I
But
do that.
that gold is gold. I'm sorry, I didn't notice this because I thought the gold was inside the border. Gold is super
No,
important.
you're right. I mean, it should be down here, but then the corn doesn't get worked, so it's really awkward. Right?
No, I get it. You
I
made
guess
the
though,
right choice.
the placement of Louisville, we don't need the like. Yeah, like, the way this is placed, this is better for sure.
Yeah, and
But-
you're gonna get ivory within your borders soon. You're gonna get.
So, do you think this is an
looking-
elephants game then?
Yeah, I think this is a math, currency. You go math, you go currency, you go calendar, you go construction, and then maybe you look and see how things are. I mean, you have marble, so you can go to top of the tech tree. Like you can just do Great Library in the capital with the marble. Great Library, National Epic.
So we're sending the teller this way then. Is that what you're saying?
What?
We're sending the teller this way.
Yeah. Settler should. Okay, so first of all, that sugar city, it's a good city, but it works 1 fish tile within 10 turns of building a monument.
Yeah. It was
So
better
you
when I thought I was
build-
getting Stonehenge.
Yeah. No, that is how it goes with Stonehenge. Everything seems better. That's why it's a nice wonder.
Yes.
But definitely secure the gold.
I will say one of my guilty pleasures is DeGaulle Stonehenge.
Oh, it's delicious. It really is.
Okay, so we have the granary. I mean, we could build axemen for barb defense, or we could go straight towards the lighthouse.
Let's go. What's the happiness like? You might need a warrior.
Happiness right now, we're like kind of capped. In fact, we should probably take our person off the corn onto something else, or else we're gonna end up pissing people off.
You have a spare worker, or both of them?
They're both. I think they're both occupied. Yeah, I'm gonna send Axeman now to take a look. So basically, I mean, we have this guy is building, this guy's chopping.
Awaiting your
This
orders.
chop is done immediately. So there's the monument. Actually, incredibly useful to get that monument out that quickly. So, I mean,
Yep. Chopping is move that guy back to the capital to.
this guy.
Your orders.
Yeah, move him back. He's gonna want to mine, put some mines on the hills in the capital. The worker just finished chopping the monument.
So
Roswell can after its monument it can grow to 4 and then whip a worker. Up whip a worker.
So where are you coming up with the numbers like 6, 4? I mean, I understand the 6 or the 5 because it's like, yeah, that's before that they get freaked out about military, but like.
Oh, just because, so when you whip, you can only reduce half the population of a city at a time. So, for example, you cannot 2-population whip a 3-population city.
I see. Okay.
So,
So you're saying
yeah,
we keep
so
it
you
around
want it-
4, and then we repeatedly whip it.
Yes, that's the pattern.
Okay.
You keep it around 4, you grow it, and then it'll, yeah, that monument in
But okay,
Louisville.
but still, I mean, we still have the issue of like Corvallis is either building an axeman or it's building a lighthouse, or maybe it's building
No,
a worker.
it's not.
I don't know.
Corvallis
but-
is not. Corvallis is building a lighthouse.
Should I
and-
take it off of food or should I let it grow?
Let it grow. Let it grow into excess. We can always whip away the population. Yeah, put it into a lighthouse.
Very
All the hammers.
Malthusian of you.
And then Louisville. Set Louisville to make. Oh, first of all, steal the copper for one, if you're building the wonder. And then set Louisville on the farm. On the marble farm, and Louisville should make the warrior for the military police in the capital. The capital happy.
Sure. Because I guess they're the ones that can hypothetically gain from it. So should Roswell be whipping its monument? It can do that.
Yeah, honestly it should. It honestly should.
That lighthouse doubles in speed if we steal the copper.
Yeah, that do be how
I will
it
say
goes.
one of the
when-
things about Save that I enjoy the least is citizen management.
Oh, that's the most. It's so fun though. Oh, also you can work the clam instead of the corn at this point of the game because the extra
Fair,
food
yeah, I
is
mean,
not.
'cause the commerce is just more valuable. Yeah.
Yep, it's very different at the beginning of the game though. That's why I was like, you know, when it's a huge difference between like a 5-tile and a 4-tile when you're like 2 population, right?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
the odds there's a chance that we just lose both our warriors here.
There is. I mean, there's also saves coming. Like, take a quick save. It's chill. I don't like. I mean, I usually play without barbarians because they piss me off. But
You know what? I forgot
Unless-
to draw
unless I'm-
vassal states in this game, so we're gonna end up with
It's
some
okay, we should-
dumbass Manta.
we should be crushing them.
It's gonna get vassal to like Gilgamesh or something.
yeah, we're just not gonna. I'm just gonna try like not to end up in the position that like it would. It's kind of like the joke. Oh, how do I win if I get to this state? Well, don't get to that state.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the monument in Roswell. I would probably go worker here, but maybe you just need more military police. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Let me see. Warrior or axe, actually. I mean,
Axe
you're
is
gonna
19
need a
turns.
military police there because they're gonna be unhappy. So, get like you should have like 5 warriors, right? Like 1 for each city at any rate, and then for scouting.
It's a lot more warriors than I usually build. Just because they don't really fight very well, but I see what you're saying.
Well, you're whipping more, which is good. That's how the game. It's like.
Yeah, so Corvallis is now pissed off, but at this point, we only have one guy who's protesting.
Okay, so heads up. So for whatever reason, the coding on Emperor, that archer has not attacked you yet. That archer should attack into that warrior if it wins. The reason I think is on Emperor you get like 1 free win versus barbarians or something. I'm not
Yeah, but I've
entirely
already
sure.
fought barbarians, so it shouldn't be doing that.
My point is never move a settler under a warrior next to a archer, right? Like,
We'll see what happens here.
yeah. Take a quick,
I don't know
yeah.
why, but that guy's like guarding the hut.
He is. It's kind of weird, but I hope he stays that way and doesn't
So I don't think we want a worker here because we need Roswell to protesize too. So do we just do like Axeman in the meantime?
Axeman in the meantime's chill, or another warrior, whatever, either or. But anything hammer, hammer sinks while you grow. And then when you've grown too much, then you build the civilian stuff, the warriors and the.
Okay, so we have a farm, we have a cottage here. Should I start roading this up, or You know what? No, I need to go to the marble, probably. That needs to be improved.
The marble. Well, you don't have. Oh, you do have masonry.
Well, I have by the time I get there, yeah.
I would leave the marble for now and cottage that green tile that's shared between Louisville and Roswell. That way you can have a cottage that you can pass back and forth between both cities. Also, a micro tip, if you're gonna make a 2 movement with worker over flat land, do an intermediary improvement like on the tile in between. So you can like, you move one, you put 1 turn into a cottage, and then you keep moving. This is like advanced micro stuff you don't need to worry about though on
But if
Emperor.
you put a turn to a cottage... Oh, I see what you're saying, because then the next turn...
Yeah.
The next turn you move there, okay. But you're gonna have to remember that there's a cottage there, because if you go try to put a farm there, then... You know what I mean? Like, then... I don't know.
Well, it doesn't slow down. It doesn't slow down if you make anything else. And yeah, you do need to remember if it was something, but, you know, but...
So I'm gonna say there's no point in whipping this, because we get the lighthouse done next turn, but we don't have masonry in next turn, so it doesn't...
Yeah, there's no point whipping the lighthouse. Also, you're on whip anger, remember that too. Like the whip anger stacks, right?
Yeah.
You weary. 5 turns, you can whip again.
Oh, that's
Another thing you can
okay,
do...
I see.
Yeah. Another thing you can do is you can... I mean, I don't think it'll be necessary because the warrior will arrive in time. If you're about to grow into unhappiness, you can put stop growth on. It's the bottom in the bottom right corner. Remember to uncheck it if you ever check it. What stop growth does is it fills the food bar without growing. So, you know, you fill the food all the way up, and then, like, when you take it off, you then grow.
So, man, we don't have much we can build in these cities. Like, it's like, do you want an axeman? Do you want a barracks? Do you want a settler? It's like not many
Well,
options.
luckily it takes like 20 turns for everything, so you know. I mean, what you are building in those cities is population to work cottages. That's how you should think about it. Like, you're not supposed to be building anything. You're supposed to grow them and have improvements for them to work while they've grown, right? That's the purpose of these filler cities.
Sure.
Especially because, like, all these 2 population cities, I mean, they're essential, right? They suck. Like your economy would be better if you just had your capital. Like, you know this, right? Like,
Yeah, you tech faster, yeah.
and you tech faster, and you'd arguably probably have this tech much faster. You'd probably have similar production. You know, I mean, I count like there's 4 hammers outside. There's actually 5. So outside your capital, you are working 5 hammers.
So
And you are working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 commerce plus 2 commerce. You have 9 commerce and 5 hammers outside your capital, for a cost of probably 10 gold per turn. You know, or like 12 gold per turn. Like cities suck. You need to make them not suck as fast as possible. They need to grow.
okay, so like, you know, my instinct here would be I only have 3 cities. That spot, you know, if we're going lighthouse, we probably need more coastal cities. I would go settler in Louisville, but what you're saying is what, that we should build an axeman instead?
Yeah, I just put it on an axe or another warrior. I mean, like, it should be growing. Louisville should be growing, whatever it's doing.
So
right?
not
like,
settler, basically.
Not making us. You should not be making a settler or a worker in a 2 population city. Yeah.
And this, did you want to farm this? I guess we probably should, given this city doesn't have a ton of food yet.
Well, you can't improve the spices because it's forested. It's not irrigated. So I would like. In the meantime, you can make a road on the hill southwest of Louisville,
I mean, you told
like
me
a
to put
road
something
on
on
that.
this tile. I just don't remember what it was. I'm assuming it's a farm.
I told you it was a farm, but I was wrong because there's no irrigation there. So you just gotta leave it
It's
until
got
calendar.
fresh water.
The tile you're on, cottage, for sure, cottage.
Okay, but I mean, this city doesn't have much food, and
It's gonna get a border pop, and you're gonna go work the corn in 10 turns.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. In the meantime, and if you need improvements to run until then, you can make a mine and a road on that hill
It is
and
from their
like where you are.
foes, not their friends, that cities learn the
Okay,
lesson of
so
building
we
high
have
walls.
masonry. You know, what's our next sort of move? Because like here, I would probably be like getting nervous about the fact that I'm probably mega behind in techs, and try to get to alpha.
Don't worry, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. It's fine. You catch up. You'll catch up. Get the wonder. Great Lighthouse is super broken. Oh, wait a minute. Go check the AIs. See if you have trade routes with the AIs, because you do have sailing and you're on the ocean. Writing is always necessary. You don't really want metal casting. You don't really. I mean, you're gonna want hunting in like
You can
10
trade
turns
with
when the.
Gilgamesh, but not with anyone else.
Okay, so
Well, yeah,
you
but
should
he doesn't
open
hurt,
borders.
Right? He's not
Try to
any
open borders
resources
with
than me.
open borders with Gilgamesh, and you should get better trade routes.
Okay, we'll do writing then. These are
Yeah.
all 0 promotion.
Oh,
in.
All right.
Yes?
I was gonna say hunting for the ivory, but that's not important just now. So yeah, go do writing first. Because you have other tiles to improve instead of the ivory. You know, once you get the border pop in Roswell, you'll have like 4 floodplains you need to fix. So yeah, look at that beauty. Oh, and just in time too.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of desert tiles which I don't love, to be honest, but whatever.
Name it Livermore after my hometown in California. Unless you got another idea.
I was looking for something that's like either in California or Florida, but yeah, Livermore.
Spelled exactly like it sounds. Livermore.
That is, no offense, bro, but that is a terrible name for a city.
It was named after a dude.
I believe that. So it's got a trade route back to Corvallis. We don't even need to road it up. Although I think
Nope,
conflict
you don't
with
need to road
Gilgamesh
it.
is probably inevitable with this border like clash here.
That's fine. Just be nice. Adopt his religion if he ever adopts one. You can also do like a resource trade or whatever. It'll like trick him into thinking he's friendly with you. Like send him clam shit, you know.
So I mean, you mean gift it to him or trade it for corn? We
Either
don't need to
or.
trade it for corn because like we already have corn. Just haven't hooked it up
Either
yet.
or. It makes the AI happy. It's not for our benefit.
So are we giving it as a gift or are we trading?
Just please either one. Either one works.
I'm assuming the gift is going to make him happier sooner, so I'm going to do that.
I would probably just give him the gift. Oh boy, Addict signed up for another Dune Imperium game in 3 minutes. It's fun when you get your fix in. I need to try Ilbon. Hey, you always have these like crazy games with Ilbon, but like I don't.
Yeah, man, I know
I've
I'm
been
live.
nervous to try him because he seems like where do I get the money for like Swordmaster and for Mentat and for like. Seems Solari hungry.
Who?
Ilbon.
Oh yeah,
Ilbon or
extremely.
Chess.
He's the most Solari hungry leader in the game after like Yuna and Armand, depending on how you count it. Like, and Armand doesn't really even necessarily need that much Solari after like depending on his position. If Armand can get a Swordmaster in the first like 3 rounds or 3 or 4 rounds, he doesn't even really need more Solari. You can oftentimes just skip the High Council and just go from there.
Armand is fun, man. It's like I've had the most. I've won like 3 games in a row with Baron because every time I've played Baron, I've won because I get like spy satellites, 2 alliances, and then I just like spam combats, and it's like brainless and lovely.
Yeah.
But Armand is fun because he kind of like invites you to do whatever you want. Like, what do you want to make?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I was so in my tier list for I did a tier list for Spirit Island, and my favorite spirit in Spirit Island is
Keeper of the Forbidden Wilds.
Shifting Memory. I mean, art-wise,
Shifting
Keeper,
Memory.
yeah, but like actually, gameplay is Memory, and I compared them as like Memory is almost like this game's version of Armand because you just like you draw from the major power deck, you deck build into something crazy, and then you just do whatever you feel like doing. Like the character doesn't tell you how to play him at all. It's cool. But yeah, so Corvallis, we have the military unit here, but they're still cranky. But I guess it's because we're size 6 now. Should we switch back onto the corn to get more like pop, or should we just keep working the clan because that doesn't matter? But I guess actually because the lighthouse.
Well, you shouldn't be working the forest. You should be working the corn.
We don't even need the corn anymore because the clamber is straight up better tiles than the corn.
Oh no, I'm saying you're working a 1-2 tile. You should be working the 5-0 and then whip another worker or something.
You think like this, and not like so. We have lighthouse in queue, but you think worker first.
No, so right now look at the hover over the hammers you have right now coming into the lighthouse. Up top, the top of the screen.
Yeah.
It's sorry, I'm lagging like a few seconds behind. So overflow from previous build, 22 hammers. Yes, you want that to go into the lighthouse.
Gotcha. So we do the lighthouse for a turn first, but then why
Yeah,
are we doing
you
all
do-
this food in a city that's unhappy?
Because with the magic of slavery, you can convert it into production.
We only execute the people who are politically dissatisfied with the regime.
It's the way the world works. I don't make the rules.
You know, it's funny.
Soren
I never
does.
would have done this on my own. I never would have grown in this direction. This is very like branching out.
You do also need real production. So like you should be making mines, making mines and chopping. But yeah.
Interestingly,
Oh
they were
fuck!
like,
You can't.
Livermore wants to
Yeah.
join the Sumerians, but I'm looking at the culture here. There's no Sumerian culture in this city at all. Maybe it's because this is in the Fat Cross and they're like cranky about that. I don't know.
Right. Oh, I'm playing position 2. Advice is Yuna position 2
Good is
good?
very good in position 2. Well, if okay, so if position 1 doesn't take smuggling round 1, Yuna's very very good in position 2. If round 1,
Okay.
if position 1 person does take smuggling, Yuna's like not that amazing, but she's okay in position 2.
Yeah, Baron got picked 4. I assume Leto goes. Oh! I got the choice between Leto, Romber, Yuna.
In second position, I mean, Leto can get Swordmaster quicker. Yuna can do the same. Romber benefits
There's an-
from having double fold space more than most leaders, so they all have like advantages.
There's an opulence on the board.
Opulence says Yuna to me.
I feel like Yuna's speaking to me right now.
Technically,
Yes.
Opulence also says Leto because you instead of producing more Solari, you spend less. It's kind of the same thing.
There's also a spy satellite. It's kind of cracked, and they fucking shifting allegiances. We're kind of spoiled.
Well, okay, so Spy Satellites is generally speaking not that good for the best leaders. It's weird. Like Spy Satellites helps
because
like,
the best leaders play the faction tracks, and
yeah,
they just
like Spy Satellites is like way better for Armand and Yuna than it is for like Baron and Tessia. It's like that's one of the things I like about it. By the way, I'm working a granary in Livermore. Should this be a monument so that we can get the gold tile online faster?
Oh, shit, sorry, hang on, I need to make a choice. Leto or fucking Yuna. Leto or Yuna. Let's just go Leto. It's I don't have to. Right, you were telling me.
So like, here in Livermore, it's working a granary, whatever. Should this be a monument instead so that we can pick up the copper? Or not the copper, the gold, because Gilgamesh is creative.
Granary's
I don't
first
know
are
if you can pick
expensive.
this
If you were not expansive, I'd say it's debatable, but you're expansive, so they cost the same, and the granary is just better.
Okay. I'm just worried that like the creative leader's gonna pick this up. This is such an annoying AI to play against because like he takes land and he doesn't give it up because he's protective. Like.
Yep, and he's creative too, which is it's gonna be a.
Like, yeah,
That's
we're gonna
not
fight
fun.
this guy, but he's gonna have Giga Archers or Giga Longbows, which is just like,
Right, I think I just go to fold space round 1.
Who did you end up picking?
Leto.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
take first.
this cottage is done. Would you suggest mining the hill over
Yeah,
here, or is this the time where we start to look at the
Well, look at the border pop. When's Louisville border pop coming in, right?
returns? So you think we should just like go here so that we're on standby for the?
Oh, you want to hang around the vicinity of the corn? I would go
So
mine.
We'll do the mine then.
Actually, I wouldn't even go mine. I would go to that hill, build a road,
Sure.
and then go do the corn, and then build a road on the cottage, and then walk back
Look
up
at this
the
shit
hill.
right here. This archer, this random archer. City defender, drill 1, drill 2, like city defense plus 70% city defense, 25% hill defense.
I just get queer seers, man.
All right.
That do be how it feels sometimes, though. I sympathize, honestly. But it's bro. Just get queer seers, bro.
Yeah, got it. I don't know. This guy's probably gonna. We're gonna have to deal with this dude sooner or later. So the axeman is definitely good to have. Okay, so Corvallis has been working on the lighthouse. It's invested 40 hammers. So if we wanted to switch over to worker, we could.
Oh yeah. So you're about to grow into unhappiness. Yeah, build a worker, and then hang on a second. I need to do some quick math. Worker is how many hammers? It's 60 hammers, right?
I don't memorize these things. I play Civ by ear, and on Monarch that works for the most part. I did lose a game on Monarch once, but usually I don't. So, are you saying we should just like raw whip this worker for 3 population?
No, I'm saying you put 1 turn into him, and I'm just trying to make sure that it's the right turn. So you need 30 set. It's gonna be. You want to put in like 22 or 22 hammers into a worker, or food hammers into a worker. So if you queue up a worker, if it's more than 22, you won't be able to.
So literally, yeah. So it's we have 24 hammers to go into it. So we do 1 turn of that, I guess, and then we whip it next turn. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's 24. That's too much. You want less than that. Sorry.
Too late now.
So... Yeah. So this is a cute thing about expansive. So go to the worker. You can now only whip it for 1 population, which is not good. Just finish the worker at this point.
You get less pop for overflow. I see.
Yeah. Just finish it right now. It's chill. Finish the worker and then whip a settler for 3 population. You get the overflow.
Okay.
What else? You do need another worker. Anyways, so it's not the end of the world. It's something I was trying to do the math because when you're expansive, the expansive and imperialistic hammer multipliers also benefit your whips. And that guy should be chopped. Yeah, that guy should go mine. Chop, but make sure the chop lands in the lighthouse. when it happens, right? So. You can actually probably complete that chop next turn. You can put a turn into the lighthouse next turn, send both workers to go chop it. Do I get an assassination mission?
Doing the corn, or you mean the new worker?
I'm gonna get an assassination mission. The new worker. Send him to go chop. To go chop south, so that you both complete the chop. You send the chop and the whatever overflow from this build into a. Oh, by the way, you're working a forest instead of the mine. You do some tile rejigging.
So, we got writing. Libraries are cool. Open borders is good.
Yep.
We can think about getting
No,
to
just
the
go math.
library,
Just
but
go-
that's gonna
just
be
go-
a big detour.
Yeah, just go math currency right now. You're chilling.
Okay, so you think this guy should basically chop here? Is that what you're saying? And then like mine after that?
Yep. Yeah, I think so.
I'll say one of the things about this game versus the other Civs, particularly Civ 6, that I find sad is that like it's optimal just to completely deforest the map and like completely ravage the land, and then by the end it's just like, ugh. I feel like
It's
the bad guys
sad.
in Spirit Island, whereas like in Civ 6 I can be like, I'm playing Vietnam and I have some fucking jungle elephant paradise shit going on. Okay, so I kind of wanted to get a 5th city online. I guess we are. I don't know. I mean, this city presumably is higher priority than this city just because of the lighthouse. But I would like to kind of fill in this territory and not just give it to Gilgamesh.
Just give it. It's if you build lighthouse, stick to the coast. Go get those islands. Go tech up on these cities. Get some tech, and then go kill Gilgamesh with catapults and elephants in 50 turns. You'll be fine.
Is there any reason not to sign open borders with Charlemagne?
Absolutely. No, sign them with everyone. Unless they hate each other and they're like fighting, they might make.
Usually, this mod's pretty good about telling me when someone's worse enemies with someone else. I'm guessing you haven't seen Solo's like AI Survivor series. It's really fun. I like watch it to relax sometimes, just to see what like if you take the human player out of the equation and you set the AI's like aggression up a little bit, who will like win. Just sort of.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. And unfortunately, 2 of the games I watched to completion, the financial leader just got ignored and won. Pakal and Willem, but in one of them, Alexander fucking brick shithoused Zara in like with like phalanxes, and then took his entire slice, and then proceeded to roll every other AI after that. That was kind of cool.
That's fun. Who do I go up on? Emperor BG Fremen. What the hell? Let's go up on.
Having excess health doesn't actually give you any kind of bonus, right?
Ready for action.
Excess health does not give you any bonus. Excess, it's there. That's a yeah. Health and stuff on health are both capacity things. So.
Yeah, I mean, happy technically does give you something. I don't know if it's any good, but we love the King Day is like not terrible. Let me look that up real quick.
Oh, by the way, Roswell 4 pop. Whip that worker. You're working on improved tiles. Get a worker to improve that shit.
You mean in Corvallis?
Roswell.
Or you wanted Corvallis to whip a settler, right?
Yes, Corvallis should be whip a settler for 3 population and put the overflow into the lighthouse. You should probably do that after this. Yeah.
We have Paris in this jungle. I mean, I'm not saying.
Well, you're currently getting chop hammers. You're currently getting chop hammers in Corvallis, so those should go into the lighthouse. But,
okay. Are you saying we should whip in Roswell?
You should definitely whip a worker in Roswell. Like it's working. It's so many floodplains there. You want to. Those should be cottaged, and you working them as soon as possible. Like it's money on the floor. That's how you got to think of it.
Oh, the 2 AIs I'm sitting next to are both protective. It's just so bleh.
Protective doesn't. It's financial. That's scary.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah. I just don't like having to fight them. I'm gonna have to fight him. It's not a question. So we got the axeman out. We can go kill that warrior. I mean, I would maybe look at building a library here, but you probably have different advice.
No library. You're not making any tech out of that city. It should be growing. It's got low food. Just set it on another axe or some shit. Yeah.
Okay. All right, got it. I'm gonna go send it to kill that warrior. I don't want to have to deal with that. Okay, so this worker here, we whip this for 2 now. We're at 42 out of 100. We're whipping for 30 per pop. So, I mean, that almost doesn't have any overflow at all, actually. I think this chop went into the settler on accident.
Yes.
Yeah. We can whip it for 2, but like it's gonna be like 8 hammers overflow. It's not gonna be much.
No, just yeah. I mean, you can whip it now for 2. Or well, what's that chop? Is that chop finishing this turn?
Next turn.
Yeah, whip it now, and then the chop finishes next turn, and it goes into. It's okay. Like these are just the things you need to be thinking about. Like food go into thing, and then I fill it up to the point where I'm about to like.
So would you go here to chop more, or are you more like wanting to farm this?
Farm and chop what? farm. There's no point to farming anything. Like, there's no improvements should be made when you have the citizens to work them.
Yeah, you're
right?
right. I mean, I guess these are like we've got enough tiles that we don't need to do that. I mean, eventually we do grow the city, but we don't have any luxuries for quite a while. I guess that's the nice thing about being. We do have the ivory soon, though. That's the nice thing about being charismatic here is that we would kind of be in a bad spot if we didn't have that extra happiness. So where do you think we should settle here? I mean, I could do a coastal city like here.
Probably on the ivory, probably on the. I mean, you could make a coastal city there that like, no, one tile next to the like, so it splits off the cow. I mean, ideally you get a sailboat and you settle overseas because those overseas trade routes, those overseas cities are going to make a lot of money.
Really?
Yep. Overseas cities make a lot of money. That's what's so good. No, I think one tile inwards so you can share the cow, split the cow.
This doesn't even. Oh, you mean this?
Oh, ideally, yeah, you should be settling those islands, but that's not available right now, so it's okay, still, whatever.
Okay, I mean, so you don't like the sugar city still?
I mean, it's fine. Like the settler is kind of like useless right now. It's not super relevant. Right? I'm doing it to get the lighthouse faster, and then eventually you're gonna want like a sailboat. Actually, we should have whipped the sailboat instead of. Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
A galley.
Yeah, galley. You're right.
So
all right.
So you're basically saying we should switch to galley, whip the galley, then transport the settler up here.
That would be ideal, yes.
Okay. That's fine, I can do that. I can do that.
I want to go full space? Oh, I need to go selective breeding. To breed selectively.
My dad said, yeah, selective breeding. You do breed very selectively. Like, okay,
that's, he kind of cooked you.
He did cook me a little bit there, yeah. Livermore can, Livermore is like Shadow Fiend. You can, so I'm gonna assume that we whip the granary here, right? Like, 21 turns, can get it done for one population. I would do it unless you know of a reason why it's not the right play. I would also whip the worker in Roswell. Building galleys on a Pangea map wasn't something I expected I was going to be doing. Yeah. Okay, so like Livermore's got its granary. I'm just going to go to Monument now.
Livermore can also steal the farm now from Roswell. Because it's one population that
it's one food better. Okay, I'm sure.
It's twice as good. That's how you need to think of it. Because everything is -2.
Oh, because the citizen itself eats 2 food.
Yes.
I see. I see what you're saying now.
All present and accounted for.
I go selective breeding.
Gilgamesh hasn't expanded a lot in my direction. There must be a lot of land, like, down here for him to have grabbed.
Are you fucking kidding me? I go selective breeding to get the fucking opulence, and I draw 2 daggers. I want to rage quit.
Why on earth is Roswell working his floodplains over the cottage? It doesn't make any sense. I don't... What? Louisville's not working the cottage. Is the cottage not just a better tile? Oh no, it has one more food. So, okay, I mean, what's the logic on, like, when to work, you know, cottages versus higher food tiles?
Food when you can grow, cottage when I mean, for example, look at Louisville. It's working an unimproved tile right now.
So we should
Let's
trade
swap that
this
cottage
cottage
over.
over to it and do
Yep,
that.
yep. That's why you want to.
Also, shouldn't we, like, make a detour to hunting to get the ivory?
It's not important right now. More important is you make cottages on all those floodplains.
Okay. I mean, it would make
Think of the work.
Corvallis happy. But that's fine. I'll go make a cottage. Fine. Math. Roswell's got an axeman. I don't really know what to do with this city, man. It's got no hammers at all. Like, and you know, another axeman is 30 freaking turns. I could build like another worker. That's something productive it could do, but it's one turn away from going to size 4. Could build a settler, but we don't need the cities. I mean, it seems like Lighthouse is basically a go wide strategy. All things considered.
You're lagging.
Wide means
Yeah,
like
Lighthouse is good.
expand, like you're building lots of cities. Tall means like you have fewer developed cities.
Yeah, Lighthouse is a very famous, like, come all over the map kind of thing. Just go everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, what do you think Roswell should be doing? I mean, you're probably gonna say like, I don't know, it doesn't matter, but
Be growing onto floodplains. Growing onto floodplain cottages, which means it's either growing or it's making the workers to grow. You know.
sure. So it's size 3. It's one away from size 4. So, you know, I can build a.
You can dump hammers into a library. That's perfectly acceptable now. You know, library is good.
This city should hypothetically have a good science output once it gets there.
Yep, yeah. Definitely. Also, eventually, you're gonna need cultural pressure on that gold tile, but that's
Should I
neither here
road
nor
this
there.
corn? I mean, we don't need the health. I can do it just to get it.
You don't need the health. You should road the cottage though, because then you can walk back onto the hill easier.
This
Like
one?
it's you.
Or this one.
Yeah, just road. Yeah, the cottage between the hill, the roaded hill, and this as well.
What do you need?
Round 4, and I don't have a sword master. I'm fucking homeless as shit.
Yeah, that always pisses me off.
Oh, I drew so I've. Oh, and he takes Interstellar. Suck my cock, you piece of shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to kill him. I guess I could just
Should
go
I use
hardy.
these Axemen as military police, or are they gonna be more like exploring stuff and shit?
Hmm?
Do you think I should use
Come
the
again?
Axemen as military police or explorers or what?
They should. I mean, the warriors are military police. Use the axemen on like the frontier barbs or wherever you
Sure.
expect barbs to be. You should have put a worker on that galley heads up so it improves the horse. Although that city heads up. Wait, when you settle it. Look at the gold before and after. Go to 0% research. Look at gold before and after you settle that island city. Like it's gonna be minimal impact, and after Great Lighthouse, you're not even gonna feel them.
Okay, I'll take a look. Great Lighthouse. I mean, if it were even possible, I would need 9 population to whip Corvallis, which is kind of crazy to think about. So we're not there yet. Why is Roswell unhappy? Oh, because of the slavery.
a few such cases.
This may have occurred at one point. I think it'd be really funny if Civ 4 had like, you know, okay, you're in the modern era. Now we do something called reparations. I was listening to like a Civ 4 tuber, and he was like, talking about his favorite civic in each category, and he was like, okay, so going to labor, you know, I mean, slavery is really the best of these. I really like slavery; it's awesome. If I had to pick a worst, probably emancipation. Like, emancipation sucks. I never want to do that, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, all right, buddy.
Hey, hello, base department. Can I file a claim?
I see how it is. Like, okay, so it's zero science. We're gaining 15 gold a turn.
As you
It's
wish.
14 after settling the city. You're right.
Oh my god, this bitch is gonna go fucking... Oh, I'm gonna have Interstellar taken like 3 rounds in a row from me.
Okay, so the coastal city, I mean, frankly, it doesn't have a lot to do. Like, should it be building a workboat or should it be building a granary? I'm guessing you're going to say granary again.
Should be building a granary and then a lighthouse. So, first of all, whenever you have a new city, it's gonna be much slower and much less efficient at building things. Anything that you can build for it in other cities, i.e. workers, workboats, you know, etc., build it. You know, obviously the infrastructure has to come from the city itself, right?
Yeah. Is there anything that you would do about Roswell here is unhappy at 4 pop? I could move the axeman down here, but like...
I would seriously consider crying, but beyond that, no advice.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, move the axeman there, I guess. Move one of the warriors from Livermore, which does absolutely not need it. I will say, though, AI has this weird thing where if you don't populate your cities, they perceive it as like a weakness.
Your orders.
So you can, it's not really relevant on Emperor, for example, but you can shift that axe from the gold to Livermore. Also, units outside your borders cost gold in upkeep after a certain point.
Yeah. I'm familiar with that.
I'd set that warrior on like auto explore. That guy should be chopping into the lighthouse.
This guy has the road built to Roswell now. There's probably like a song about that or something. It's 4 pop. Does have an unimproved tile, but it's getting cottaged, I'm guessing, in 2 turns. So, I mean, we could start building a road to the Ivory. We could chop over here. I don't know that library is important enough to chop, but it's not unhappy anymore. I guess they forgave me pretty quickly. I've got 5 cities. I'm actually 2 cities ahead of both of the AIs, which is weird. Because none of the other games, like, you know, by 1000 BC and the other games of Emperor I've played, like, the AIs had like 4 cities at least. I'm gonna have this guy build a mine. Wow. Hello, Churchill. You suck. So that's good for me, but it seems like everybody's protective this game.
Look at the stats. Go to whenever you're ready, go to like statistics and look at like top crop yield versus rival top crop yield versus yours, and then rival top GMP versus NMFG versus yours. I think we're doing pretty well.
We have the highest manufactured goods, which is surprising, as well as crop yield.
Now those crop yield and GMP are the most important. Yep. Yeah, we're good. Oh, yeah. This is a functionally a 1 game. We have double the next highest player's crop yield.
Interesting. Well, if you can get me to win with Washington in this sort of circumstance, I'll consider it impressive, because all we're using is 2 relatively middle-of-the-road trades. I mean, Spance is a little better than middle-of-the-road, but most of them are... The other one, you know, Charismatic is like nothing special. We're not taking advantage of a unique unit. We're not taking advantage of a unique building, really. mean, yeah, like, these AIs have lower scores than me, which is kind of funny because, like, yeah, I mean, their bonuses ramp up with the era, so I know that, like, they're gonna get kind of crazy. Like, they're probably gonna find rifling by, like, 1200 or something, but, you know, right now they're not doing anything in particular. Wow, we have our first unhealthy city.
Go to Corvallis. Go to Corvallis, please. And if you're like whenever you're spending turns on the lighthouse, you should be working the mines, right, instead of the food. The food should go in when like those 2 mines are being unworked right now.
Well, oh, you mean this mine? So you would take it off of what, the clams?
Yeah.
It's gonna starve the city, but I guess that mathematically doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you've got 3 population not working. Either whip it or starve it, right?
Yeah. I mean, you starve a city every time you whip, so I guess, yeah, that's how it works. The good news is these cities aren't on hills. Well, Uruk's on a hill, but like Eridu isn't, Prague isn't, so yeah, that's decent, I guess. I mean, it's interesting, like, as like a philosophical approach, because when I look at Civ 4, I'm usually like, looking at my start, I'm like, how am I going to kill a neighbor quickly to get an economic advantage? That's how I think of a game all the time.
Yeah.
Especially on this difficulty, which is like not a difficulty that I'm good at, where I'm like, I have to do that because, you know, if I were playing on Monarch, you know, I can Sim City in my own and do okay, but on you know, this difficulty, I better take somebody out or else I'm going to be in trouble. And that's chariots or axes or you know, if I have a unique unit or something like that, or horse archers, whatever. Corvallis can hurry the Great Lighthouse for 3 population. It's in 3 turns. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know what you think about that. I mean, we could lose it hypothetically. I don't think we would, but it could happen. Okay, so what?
And I'm looking at that 8 population, that those like extra pops that's doing nothing in Corvallis. Probably gonna have to whip it into like settlers.
We could whip the lighthouse if we wanted to.
There's no need. 3 turns should be fine.
Okay. So
you should be good.
Okay, so Louisville finished an Axeman. You know, I mean, I don't see anything useful to build here besides like maybe a worker or a library. Like, what do you think here? It's already 4 population. We could probably grow it a little bigger. It got 6 happiness. And that's because we have military police. But it's not like we have anything else to do with the guy right now.
Yeah, I mean this it's a filler city, right? Like it's gonna be better once you get like iron working and you chop down those jungles,
Yeah.
but beyond now, you know, make a worker, I guess. Like
Sure. We're expensive, cheap.
Yep.
I guess I'll use this guy to fog bust. I mean, fog bust. I don't know.
yeah. Or send them on the up north to the galley. You're gonna need a worker for the galley. Like you're kind of.
I've already got.
Oh, whip! Holy shit! Whip Livermore! Whip Livermore! It's 3 pop and no monument. Okay. Also move that worker down to get the horse in Livermore.
Awaiting your orders.
True. Yeah, it's not been improved. Okay, so we found the tundra, so we're on the south side of the Pangea. We'll start building the stable here. So now, I mean, I don't know what this galley's job is really besides exploring stuff, because, I mean, I guess I could technically plant on these, like, single tile islands, but it doesn't seem very good unless they have, like, a fish or something nearby. Kind of annoying that nobody spread me the religion. So you think we should switch Corvallis off the lighthouse onto a settler and whip it? Not this turn,
Yeah.
but next turn.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it this turn, and then it should complete the lighthouse once it's done. Like, well, one turn into building it, whip it next turn, and then the lighthouse should finish on the third turn, on 3
I don't have
turns.
the ability to whip it this turn. I guess if I turn off automation, could
Yeah,
I?
yeah, you can't whip it this turn. You'll do it next. Also, switch back to the food if you're on the civilian
Yeah,
unit.
I've got it back onto the seafood. Given that we're starting to see like some growth slowdown and in healthiness, I might just hook up these cows. But we also kind of want to get the marble online eventually too. I guess this guy can do the marble, this guy can do the cows.
Oh, I should have bought a dreadnought. What am I doing?
It was cool buying 3 dreadnoughts today, and then destroying 2 of them. Like that was fun. If you actually get to ever like do Deado devices, it's like really exciting. It just is such a rare thing. Okay. I mean, I don't know what Livermore's supposed to do. It's got a monument now. It definitely doesn't want to build a worker because it's still growing. It's 2 population. We could do like a library to try to push the borders a little bit. Could do a lighthouse, but I mean, we're probably not going to be working these water tiles anyway. I don't see the point of warriors here, really. I guess we could use them as military police.
Ooh, Guild Accord, and I have a Guild Alliance or Satellite Band. I think we just have to go Guild Accord.
I went Satellite Band today, and it started out good, but it fell off, for sure.
Problem is, I want Fremen access to steal the... But I have a full space in my deck, I think. Oh, I only have Diplo in my deck to steal Fremen. Oh,
I
this
think
is
I see the
risky.
corner of the Arabians. Holy shit, dude, it really is all the bad leaders.
Oh, wow, you got a ton of protective leaders. This is, you know, fortunate, I suppose.
Fortunate in the sense that they are going to be passively ineffective.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna piss Baron off.
I haven't gone a
I've
game
stole-
on, what?
I've stolen 2 alliances from him this game.
That's funny.
That's funny as
Did you
shit.
watch either of the videos I uploaded recently? The one where the guy went, like, pretty toxic, and the one where I was playing Armand?
I watched them, but to be honest, like, doing Imperium games are kind of slow to watch. So I kind
They
of like
are.
skip until it's your turn again, and then I skip until it's your turn again, and then I skip until it's your turn again. Like, watch through it, because otherwise I'd be spending like an hour of, oh shit, I gotta go to work
No, that
soon.
makes sense.
So I did not, like, I wasn't, oh, whip Louisville. You gotta pay attention. And
Sure.
yeah, you should actually go, you should go hunting now. You're right. Shit, I forgot we didn't do that. You should go hunting before to get the ivory online.
So,
these
I mean,
fuckers are taking-
is there a scenario in Civ 4 where, like, it makes sense to only have, like, 2 or 3 developed cities versus, like, branching out?
Yeah, there's plenty of scenarios. It's just like this map, you have like a ton of coastal room and Great Lighthouse, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know, take advantage of it.
You know what's funny is Churchill is also only on 3 cities. These guys are all just, like, protective dudes that are like, I'm gonna sit in my corner.
Oh, motherfucker, he had strong arm. Okay, so I just kind of wasted. And I blew my gas too soon.
So we got the worker on out of Louisville. I mean, I could start on an Axeman. It's only 3 turns with overflow. Could go to a library. Those are probably the only real options here. You said the city's not going to be good till ironworking, so I guess we're going to do an Axeman again. Warrior in Livermore, which will be military police, so an Axeman doesn't have to. Man, this city has no production. Holy shit. I mean, not yet, and not until we work the horses.
I don't want to go High Counselor. Do I want to go Mentat here?
Livermore built a warrior. Ah, shit. It's so unproductive. I don't think making a work boat from either cities makes sense. Nothing to do in this. I'm just gonna put it in a library because it's a border city. Hello, Saladin. Oh, you were at the very bottom of the heap, aren't you? I don't find anything compelling about the civilization, by the way. Like, wheel mysticism.
The madrasa is really fun if you play it on a like play Pericles of Arabia, and you will have so much fun.
That sounds interesting. The Camel Archer is also like one of those things where it's like, okay, fine, if I'm playing a crappy start, then this is potentially good, but like, if I have iron horses, like, this UU literally does nothing. So, yeah. I am not going to sign with you because you are Hindu and also weaker than Charlemagne. I think it's funny that you and Charlemagne have different religions. Tokugawa, holy shit.
Oh wow, you have all the fools. You literally have all the fools.
I'm gonna see like who's the next dumbest protective AI I could see, like, I don't know, Mao or something.
Oh yeah, Mao is pretty bad. Oh fuck, he's getting BG alliance. God damn, this is annoying. This is actually really annoying. And the worst part is I could have just like, instead of stealing an alliance, I could have gotten my own, and I got outplayed.
So let me ask you something. What is the logic behind?
Oh my god, settle all of that stuff. Holy moly. Whip Corvallis. Whip it into a sailboat. That's like a ton of cities to get.
These?
Also, yeah, all those island cities up north. That's great.
Probably gonna whip Roswell too here. 3 pop, yeah. Wow, that dropped me 50 score doing that. That's kind of funny. Just shows you how the score is like not super reliable. What is the logic behind Temple of Artemis being a terrible wonder and the lighthouse being a good one?
Because the lighthouse gives 2 trade routes to every single coastal city, and the Temple of
plus
Artemis.
2 is, in terms of raw numbers, more impactful than the doubling of the trade routes. But
yeah, that's the only reason. It's simply more. It's also way cheaper a wonder. It's way more. Also, like, Temple of Artemis, at best you get like, it multiplies the base commerce of the trade routes. It's like additive multiplier, not a multiplicative. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like 3 commerce or 4 extra commerce in one city. It's terrible. It's a terrible wonder.
okay.
The only reason it's good is if you're like industrious, you have marble.
Doesn't it work globally?
No. Temple of Artemis only works for one city.
You're kidding.
No. It sucks.
This entire
it's a
time, I thought it would work in every single city in your empire.
It's a goddamn piece of garbage. That's why.
So let's talk hypothetically here. If it worked in every city, would it be worth building? I mean, 'cause I would think so.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely if it worked in every city.
Because like I hear people say it's trash. I'm like, doubling all your trade routes seems good. If trade routes are good enough that the Great Lighthouse is good, then But that makes sense. That's why it sucks.
Yeah, the all of your trade routes part is the part that's in question.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, there's like nothing for Roswell to build. I guess we're doing Axemen so that Gilgamesh doesn't like try to fucking kill us. I would like to convert to Buddhism actually, but is the anarchy? Maybe we should finish Lighthouse first. Because it's only a matter of time, I think, before Gilgamesh converts to Buddhism. Maybe not. He might get Hinduism from Arabia.
Yeah, I think that's GG. I misplayed with Baron here, and he took both alliances.
For some reason, Gilgamesh hasn't tried to, like, forward settle me at all, which is nice.
I need trashing so bad on. I think I'm just gonna resign this game because, like, I can't play it out.
Heads up that going forward, they were going to introduce a reputation system, which I believe is supposed to penalize resignations. Which I resign a fair bit too, so that will affect me.
I mean, it's just kind of like, you know, game lost. Why bother? You know what I mean? Like,
that's my philosophy, but a lot of people are like, it ruins the game because the AI is not as smart as the human is. It's like, yeah, I guess, but like.
Yeah, but like, if I'm half-assing it, it's not going to be any different than an AI. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I do. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a philosophical difference. I do like when I make a comeback in a game I thought I couldn't win. You know, those do happen for sure.
Yeah, no, Baron is raping all of us right now, and he's gonna get highliners this turn. Yeah, it's donezo, brother. This game is cooked. Brother, this game is cooked.
Brother, I'm gonna run out of things to do with workers after not that long. I could keep whipping, or chopping, but I mean, the lighthouse is gonna be done in 2 turns. I don't think I'm gonna get the mids this game. I think that seems very unlikely. I guess I could put the hammers of the forest into, like, more settlers? I don't know. I mean, once I get iron working, then I'll clear all this jungle, and then I'll have a bunch of stuff to do.
Yeah, Baron has 5 entry cards, 7 points, 6 spice. I assume no faction access. Round 7.
Well, round 7. That's kind of usually when the game ends.
Yeah, it is. I kind of fucked up this game. I just tested the alliance clumsily. But like, my attention has been kind of split.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Awaiting your orders, sir. Tell me what to do.
Okay, so we're gonna load this guy up and take him over to that fish city.
Yep.
Yeah, in the AI Survivor games, like, Solo will be like, oh, that's a good tundra seafood city that, like, Lincoln is settling. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I would never put a city, like, in the ice because it had, like, a fish.
Solo is also, like, not a very good player. Sorry.
Okay.
No hate, but he's famously, you know, done wonders for the community, but you know what I mean?
Is it like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. I almost wanted to say Matt Martins, but that's not fair at all.
It is kind of like that. I mean, you know, because they're both good. They're all good. Like, you know, Matt and Hunter are good. Like, it's just, and so is Sulla, but it's like, you know.
I know what you mean.
You know exactly. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. There's not anything meaningful that I can build in Roswell at this point.
I gotta go to work. I'm gonna wait to see the Great Lighthouse video, completion video, and then look at the
Yeah, I
gold.
mean, you got me a good foundation.
Zero.
The thing I'm interested in is, it didn't show the video. I guess we have to pick a tech first. The thing I'm interested in here is that you're like, oh, mathematics currency. So are you saying that because currency requires mathematics? Like, is currency just like an economic thing here we're trying to do, where we're trying to max
currency
out our
is a
trade
tech
routes?
that currency is like, currency is a tech that gives trade routes to, you know, all your cities and allows you to convert production to wealth. It's not gonna be relevant on this game because you did get Great Lighthouse. Like you are chilling. Like nobody's gonna, like you're not in a tech trap right now. You can settle all the land you want, and you're not gonna be in a tech trap. But sometimes you get in a tech trap, and
Oh yeah, no, I've been in those games and I understand why currency is good. But you were like, oh, this is gonna be a mathematics currency game. I'm like, okay, well, we've already chopped the shit out of Corvallis, so we're not getting that out of mathematics. So like, what's the general logic behind math currency as a theory?
It's currency is an important tech for GMP for gold. To avoid getting bankrupt.
Sure. Okay.
That's the only thing. Yeah. Other than that, math opens the door. Math is like this keystone tech that opens the door to construction, calendar, currency, which are like it's math and the three C's.
Construction is how you think we're gonna go here. Like we're gonna go to construction, elephants and catapults.
No. Yeah, we're also like not in a rush. We can get our happy resources from calendar first. You could even detour for Great Library. At this point, the game is won. Like, look at the score, look at the everything. As long as you're not wasting hammers on Temple of Artemis, it's a GG. Right?
Man,
like this is why the
sucks that Temple of Artemis is.
This is why the early game is like so important, right? It's all a snowball. And I gotta go.
Okay. Yeah, I actually have to go to my party, so that's fine. We'll see you later.
Okay. I hope this was helpful.
I think so. I'll try to replicate it. It sounds like the basic idea of it is the cities themselves don't matter. They're just like little filler way stations that you have to
Well, they matter eventually, right? Like sometimes you need filler way stations. Sometimes like for example, like Louisville is kind of
it's a depot.
It's just barely enough to be relevant. Like it's all right, Anyway, I gotta go. I really gotta go. Bye.
Okay, see ya. All right. Well, we're all on our own here. I probably need to.
At your service. Your orders.
Still unhappy because of depression, but otherwise the city's fine. I think we want to go for mids. It's 33 turns. But there's not much else to do. It's funny that General says a lot about tech trap, but this kind of feels like a not great tech situation. So everybody's Buddhist besides Arabia, who's characteristically uninterested in following other people's religions. The city doesn't have any great food. I think we farm one of these and the rest become this area. Greenland. Okay, yeah, this does make a lot of money. I can see why he said that.
No problem.
do you spell Honolulu? How do you spell Honolulu? I think it's Hona. Honolulu. Okay. We need to probably be getting fishing boat for this soonish.
What's the plan?
Ooh, okay.
Yes?
Let me go ahead and call it quits tonight.